Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Alan Gell. How are you? It's been a minute. How have you been? Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hi, everyone. What's going on, people? I'm doing well. Thank you. How about yourself? Come on in. Say hello. Send you to clients. Thank you. I appreciate that. Whenever I'm not sure if I've seen them because I wouldn't know. Hello, Miss Athena. But whenever they meet with me, tell them to let me know who it is that referred them. But thank you. We are live. Yes, we are. Hello, Miss Sanctuary. How are you? Hello, Miss Mazala. How are you? Good evening, and thank you, Miss Abena, for my wonderful kaftan birthday present and the heartfelt note. That made my day for real. Thank you. It's the little things I count. And when it's the little things, the handwritten note, there's always something. You should see, you can imagine, I've collected quite a bit in almost 10 years. And yes, and so it was heartfelt. So tay you. And yes, it is my baby boy's birthday today. The one and only TJ. TJ Olale, as they say. Oluwatoshi Joe Olale. But in the American ways, TJ Olale. That was really appreciated. I'm trying to figure out where to wear my boo to, and I'll send you a photo. It's not waiting for you because I have a night from school. Aw, thank you very much. Yes, my baby is 14 years old today. Can't believe my youngest kid. Y'all who just are having kids, God bless your heart. God bless your hearts. Don't want to be you right now, Lord Jesus. But we thank God. Thank God for strength. Thank you. And my birthday is tomorrow. So 14 years ago today, I was in the hospital. I celebrated my birthday in the hospital, having a child. Yeah. And they call it, hello, Finest Shandy. How are you? Thank you. See, everybody says happy birthday. It's not all right. That's mama's baby. That's my psychic for life. Like that kid and his mama. I'm telling you something about mothers and sons. But anyway, if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. My birthday's tomorrow, 46, chapter 46, to God's glory. It's been a ride. Um, it's been a ride, and I thank God. It has brought me a mighty long way. It's a blessing. Um, but if you just joined us for the first time, welcome in. My name is Attorney Abisola Adebola Olale, immigration attorney based in Alabama, where we represent immigration clients in all 50 states. Once again, it doesn't matter what state you live in, we can represent you. Immigration, we got you. That's how it works. If you need to contact us, thank you. Ignore the gray hair. Ignore the gray hair. I'm trying to see how long this black don't crack thing works for, because I think everything still looks okay. If you need to contact us, our number is 334-341-4475, olalayalawfirm.com, info@olalayalawfirm.com. That's our email address. We will be glad to represent you in your immigration cases, and we represent, just like Ms. Elena Sanctuary has on Instagram. We do represent immigration clients in all 50 states. 334-341-4475, olalayalawfirm.com. Okay, so if you're just joining us, welcome. Let us know where you're joining us from. But thank you, Miss Mackie. How are you? Just so you know how this goes, until you're done questioning, that's not the case. We talk about issues. If we have something to talk about, we discuss that first of all, and then whatever time that's left, we do questions, right? So that's how we're going. That's how that's the routine right here. So let's talk immigration, y'all. Unless you've been under a rock, right? You know that the buzz this week is all about the parole in place program. That's what it is. Every way you turn in immigration world, it is about the parole in place. So what are we talking about tonight? PIP, parole in place, all you need to know. That's what we're talking about tonight. PIP, parole in place. I'm joining you from Indiana. Hello, Jerusalem. Thank you for joining. Welcome. And yes, thank you, Zeta Sanctuary. Please do not repeat questions because I will skip the questions. If you put your question on the one, I'm going to skip it altogether. Because, come on. Lost in school. I'm not following instruction. I'm allowed to follow instruction now. That's how it is. It's just a lot easier and it flows better than to read the same thing 10, 11 times. That makes no sense. But anyway, and don't forget to share, like, follow, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Hey, TikTok family, at 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕 Immigration on all platforms. We will be very, very appreciative of that, because the truth of the matter is it helps. The information here helps a lot of people. That is just the truth of the matter. All righty. So let's talk immigration. PIP, all you need to know. That's parole in place, all you need to know. We've got quite a bit of people contacting us, calls, text message, emails. The truth of the matter is, majority. So I've got some cases we're working on, but majority of my clients, or my category of my clients, will not and do not qualify for parole in place. If you qualify based on what we discussed tonight, then you may want to do an in-depth consultation. And talking about consultation, so as I mentioned earlier on, my birthday is tomorrow, and I've been thinking, what can I do to give back and do something for the birthday month? And I was thinking, okay, let's do a reduced consultation thing. And I was like, I can't do that all the time. Like, that's my goal too. I wanted something different this year. So you've got to stay tuned to the end of the program, and I'll tell you what we're doing this week in particular. So if you don't want to miss out on something this week, you got to stay tuned and just hold on. But I'll let you know at the end of the program. So most of the people that I represent would not qualify to parole in place. Why? That's what we're going to talk about. So parole in place, all you need to know. This new program basically it's a lifeline. It is just great. First things you need to know is there is no form. If you go on the USCIS.gov website, there is no form you're going to see for that. The reason for that is it is going to be something you have to apply for through your USCIS account. If you've never created an account before, you're going to have to create one, because that's the only way you can file the I-131F through your USCIS account. So that's number one. If you have an attorney in your case, then you guys will collaborate using, like, for instance, I'll use my account, complete the form, send it over to you, you review it and approve it and all that good stuff. But first things first, how do you know if you qualify for the parole in place? What is it supposed to do? It is supposed to help people who are here illegally, who've been in the United States for at least 10 years as of June 17, 2024, and who are valid marriage with a U.S. citizen. So if you are not married as of June 17, 2024, you are not married to a U.S. citizen, that's out. You're not part of that. As the length of your marriage is irrelevant. The requirement is you have to have been married to a U.S. citizen as of June 17, 2024. As of June 17, 2024, you must have been in the country for at least 10 years. A lot of people qualify for that, right? It doesn't even matter if you have a removal order against you, because you still would, it's discretionary, so you still would be able to submit the application. Here's where most of my clients and most people who came in, albeit they've overstayed, but came in legally, here's where it's going to let you know whether or not you qualify for this parole in place. First question you have to ask yourself is, how did you come into the country? Meaning, did you come in through the border? Did you come in through an airplane? If you came in through an airplane, I can almost guarantee you, and you came into an airplane that came directly into the United States, not an airplane that got to Mexico and then you walked across the border. No, you landed in one of the cities, United States, an airport, and you went through that. I almost guarantee you that you came in with a visa. So if you came in with a visa, B1, B2, F1, H1, whatever the case may be, M1, you do not qualify. Let me say that again, because that's the same question we've been getting since Friday. As a lawyer, oh, I'm about for 10 years now. You can no, it's not about just being 10. So that's the danger with just hearing half of the information and running with it, and then people. And keep in mind, there are a lot of people that are used there. Obviously, when something is new this way, people are going to use that opportunity to scam people. Do not fall for that. If you know that you came into the country with a visa stamp, I don't care whether it has expired or not, which most likely it will. You do not qualify for parole in place. You don't. So that takes care of that. The manner of entry is your first. Is the first thing to consider. If you came in through the border and you were not inspected, you were not waved through, you were not paroled, you were not given any document, you were not, paroled as an arriving alien, you do not qualify for. So if you're not paroled, if you were not paroled, you qualify. So in other words, you did not come in with a visa stamp. There was no I-94 issued to you. You were not waved through. And if you came in without any inspection, with anything, and you were placed in removal proceedings, that is still entry without inspection. Those people are those who qualify for parole in place, meaning you had no legal document by which you were admitted into the United States. Let me go a step further. If you are someone who came in with somebody else's documents, but on the most seriously, if you came in with someone else's documents, that's where it gets tricky. Using somebody else's documents really translates in most cases as someone who still came in without inspection, because using someone else's identity is not you. And so it is that person who was paroled, not you necessarily. You with the different name, albeit coming in with someone else's documents, identity, it's you coming in without legal inspection, without legal authorization. So in that situation, someone using someone else is still classified as entry without inspection, EWI. And if you're classified as someone who came in without inspection, then you will qualify for parole in place. So the manner about which you came into the country is the very first point of call. If you had a visa stamp in your passport, you came in and it was stamped 6 months or 2 months or 1 month, you've got no business with parole in place. That your evaluation and eligibility inquiry ends there. If you did not have a legal document to come in, then you can proceed to, have I been here for 10 years? Was I married to a U.S. citizen? Because if you're married to a green card holder, you don't qualify. If you're just married and you've been divorced before June 17, 2024, you do not qualify. So you've got to, the best thing you can do is just have an attorney evaluate your case. And I think we've done quite a bit of posts on our social media pages to break down eligibility requirements and application process. So at least you know that you've got kind of like a summary or an overview to look through to now determine whether or not you qualify. And then if you still have questions about that, you can go ahead and sit down with a lawyer. Please do not pay anybody. If there's anyone who tells you that if you come and sign up with them, they're going to prepare the document, everything for you, and they're telling you they're going to submit a paper application. There is no paper application. Everything has to be submitted either through your own USCIS account or through your legal representative's USCIS account. So be aware of what is going on. Don't fall victim of the scams going on. No one is going to be able to get you this parole in place if you came in with a valid visa. Nobody's going to, it doesn't apply to you. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. When in doubt, sit down with a lawyer, and let them decide, let them evaluate your case and tell you whether or not you qualify for the parole in place. The benefits of the parole in place is, so an example would be someone who has to file an I-601A waiver. I-601A waiver is usually filed for unlawful presence, and that happens when you entered without inspection. So if you have to file that, then chances are you probably qualify for the parole in place. What this program does is, once it is approved, you're going to be issued an I-94. That I-94 authorizes you to stay in the country. That I-94 also doubles as a legal entry. So it will be as if you had come into the United States legally with a valid visa or some kind of documentation that's entry permit that now would not that would lead to USCIS issuing you an I-94, which would not authorize you to stay. I believe it's an initial period of 3 years. After the parole in place has now been approved, then you can turn around and file a work authorization application under the C11 category and be able to work, even though it's not going to give you legal status, in the sense of once parole has been approved, you're not getting a green card. You're getting an access to be able to apply for green card. When I say access, that is because for those who came in without inspection, even if you're married to a U.S. citizen, I wanted to get approved, but you're stuck because you cannot apply for a green card because you didn't have a legal entry into the country. This takes care of that issue of not having a legal entry. Once you're given the I-94, it's almost like retroactively giving you a legal entry at the time you came in. And once you have the I-94, you're in a valid relationship, then you become eligible to file your I-485 in the country and actually bypass altogether the I-601A. That's what this is poised to take care of for many, many people. But don't be fooled by someone who tells you that, yes, you came in or you've been in the country for more than 10 years, you don't have any documents, you've overstayed. It's not about you overstaying. It's about the very first thing you consider is, how did you come into the country? That's the first thing. So I hope that helps. That's just a summary and overview of what this program is all about. It's an excellent program. Knock on wood, hopefully it's not something that becomes the subject of litigation. Let's just hold our breath. But we've started submitting applications. It's pretty straightforward. You're going to have to get proof of your residency for the last 10 years, proof of being in a valid marriage, being able to pass criminal background check. What else? Okay, so you enter. There's no document to show you came in. Now, keep in mind, for those who use someone else's documentation to come into the country, if you have already submitted something in the past where you use someone's documents, and now you want to turn around and say, well, it wasn't mine, and not submit something to USCIS. Keep in mind, your record, your alien number is 1. So if you're going to contradict yourself, not only would you not have the PIP approved for you, then you present a case of misrepresentation. If something that you're going to now disclose because of the parole in place contradicts previous information in your file. So, am I like to make sure it's nothing that is, 2 + 2 = 4. You can turn around and say 2 + 2 = 4.5. It's not going to happen. So that's. I hope that helps. So at least you know exactly where you stand, and if you qualify, great. If not, we'll just see what other immigration benefits or immigration policies they may come up with. Obviously, we know that the elections are very, very around the corner. It's less than 3 months from now. I hope all those who have become citizens are ready to vote. Please do not sit home and think that somebody else is going to vote. No, don't do that. So please go ahead, go out and vote. Vote. If you haven't filed for citizenship, there's still time for you to file for citizenship. Please understand that Democrats are trying to look for as many people to vote. So they're trying to process citizenship applications much faster than we've seen before. So take advantage of that, and That's all she wrote. So how to taught this something for one to understand. Yeah, I used to be an adjunct professor, so I love teaching. I really do love teaching. I do. I just don't have the patience to do it all the time. That's why my I said, TJ, I said, TJ, you're going to start learning how to drive soon. He goes, no, you're not teaching me how to drive. I'm not teaching. Why? Because you taught SJ, and I saw what happened. Like, I mean, Dad will teach you how to drive. Whatever. That's it. But anyway, let's get to questions. She's causing slur first. Oh my God, thank you. Okay. General information. I do. Okay. I've never been told that, but I know who she is. She's a very pretty woman. I think she's actually based in the US now. General information. No, nothing specific to anyone's case. If you need us to discuss and evaluate your case and give you specific suggestions or recommendations, that's what we do over a paid consultation. But put your questions in the comment section. I'm going to try to go through all the questions as quickly as possible. Thank you. My happy birthday to your baby boy. Thank you. He's really that kid is just my boys are my life. Like, to know me is there's nothing in this world that is more important to me than being a mom, apart from being a child of God. Yeah. Because I always say that I have to come first, because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of anyone, because God created me to be me. And so, but that when it comes to the roles that I play, motherhood is tasking. It's not for the faint of heart. It is not, because they don't come with instructions, but I would do it 10 times over. Stretch marks and the aftermath of breastfeeding, but it's all worth it. Worth every. That's why I'm always fussing at my kids, because you have to take the frustration out of somebody. But yeah, so celebrating my baby boy today. Thank you. Hello, Miss Giwa. How are you? Niger Spicy Chef. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Joining from Houston, Texas. Mr. Monday. Mr. Monday, do you have a restaurant there? Or what is the big what is the story behind the Niger Spicy Chef? Because I come to Houston quite often. Hello, Miss Pinky. How are you? Green card holder yourself? Thank you. And because you're a green card holder now, but I appreciate that you used to come on and support. So that means a lot. That means a lot. So I don't take that for granted. Thank you, Ms. Abena. Yeah, please share the video, subscribe to YouTube channel at Olale Immigration. You just never know who would benefit, and that's the truth of the matter. And we do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're welcome. See, whenever I just see you, I see Miss in the sanctuary. Because each bi-monthly, we send updates to our clients. Even though we don't have updates for you, we just do it. So we haven't forgotten about you. I try to run my firm in such a way that obviously nobody's perfect, so we drop the ball from time to time. That because we're human, but I try to run my firm in such a way where the way I would want someone to represent me, the way I would want there's some clients who drive you up the wall. Y'all know yourselves, because there's a lady that kept emailing me yesterday, and I go to her phone, I was like, I digress. But so we try to do like every 2 months, bi-monthly. Even if it's just to reach out to you and say, hey, by the way, we haven't forgotten, we just don't have any update in your case. So when we were doing that, and I review, when I tell you I review everybody's cases, everybody has their cases, and so I have to review all of that. It's like, but when I saw Miss really activate, I saw Miss Ella Sanctuary's file with the paralegal in her case. I saw Miss Pinky, and it was just so much joy to be able to put case closed, and the case closed, green card received. Y'all have no idea how good that felt. So, hello, almost birthday mates. Epic Movement's birthday is also tomorrow. So, y'all help me wish Epic Movement. Look at my baby boy. Don't say hello. Look at my baby boy.
Hello.
Hello. That's my baby boy. Happy 14th birthday, baby. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, everybody knows you're all handsome. Bye. We're done with homework. Okay, don't touch. Hey,
Reese, never mind.
never mind you two. Family continues, yes, and that's what it is about Miss Ernest Sanctuary, Miss Pinky. Even case closed, but still coming back to support everybody, because this is a family, this is a community, this is a movement, really, where until the very last one of us gets to that final destination, we will be here to support one another, and that's what we do. So thank you, Miss Pinky, thank you, Miss Ernest Sanctuary. It was just really good to be able to write that, and that's it. Until we meet again for citizenship, God willing. But for all those we're still waiting, we're still moving on. We're moving on. We're working and waiting on God's perfect timing. But yes, so thank you, appreciate that. As TJ would say, appreciate it. What if you have a case that got dismissed? Will that affect my PIP? I'm not sure what you mean by what if you have a case that got dismissed. Okay, let me go to TikTok. And happy birthday in advance to Epic Movements. That's our August 21 Leo babies. I was telling someone today that I used to be a tomboy. Ask my mother. And I thought he was going to be surprised. He goes, that's not surprising. You he goes, have you met you? I was like, what does everybody keep saying? He's like, you've got a very strong personality. For someone who's all about 5 foot tall, I think it's a lot about epic movements, right? It's more about being that Leo. It's not domineering. It's just, but we're one of the most sensitive human beings you would ever, most sensitive human beings you ever meet. I'm very, strong personality, but very, very sensitive. Like I get very, I'm very empathetic with people, and I will literally give you anything. But then if you betray me, I take a deep breath. That's all I can do. I got arrested for possession of a loaded firearm by a gang member, but case got a case got ADA. What is ADA? Rejects. Will that affect my happen? If you're talking of something about the criminal history, your criminal record, as far as will it have an effect on it? It will. If I remember reading through the regulations in the unpublished registers, federal register now, even if you have, I think a DUI even disqualifies you from the PIP. So that's something, district attorney, okay. That's something you want to sit down with a lawyer to. This is not a yes or no thing that that's not what this is about. This is just general information. If you want to know whether or not yours, because there are places, if you've gone through that form, there are a lot of places that you've got to give specific information about your background. So I can tell you whether yes or I can only give you general information as I've done. Okay, let's see. Spokane, Washington. Thank you for joining. Positive vibe. I love that. Hello, Miss Delia. How are you? I received confirmation that USCI has received my payment in full for I-485. Now it is incomplete. What is your question? We share the same birthday. Oh, okay. Roy Brown, is it 360 or 380? Really? Happy birthday in advance. Happy blessed birthday to TGNT. Thank you. It's double blessings. 2021. 72 tomorrow, August 21st. Love that. I'm a U.S. citizen and applied I-130 husband. So can I apply K3 visa? I don't waste my time with K3 visa because the thing, what I actually really stopped doing that in my firm because we started saying that the K3 visa would be pending for as long as the I-130, and by the time they approve your I-130, the K3 is moot at that time, so they will just deny your case because it doesn't make any difference anymore. The Lord continue to bless you and you not lack of any God's good thing. Amen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Joining from Philadelphia. Welcome, Victor Sounded 4. Thank you for joining. I need your help. Jenna, Miss Thiam, you may want to stay tuned to the end. What we have in store for the birthday celebration may benefit you. So just stay tuned. That may be helpful to you. Just hold on, people. What if you have a pending renewal DACA, or should you still apply for PIP? What I am reading, and I'm still researching, is that it may, don't quote me on this, but we're not very clear yet. But it's looking like the PIP may cancel out your DACA status. Don't quote me like I said, but I'm just not doing anything when it comes to that. And like I said, most of my clients do not even qualify because most of my type of clients came in legally. But the very few that we have, one or two being that I'm just not taking a chance because it's as if it's going to cancel that DACA. I'm not too sure. Once again, don't quote me on that. It's just something I'm still trying to do much more research on. So I would just say hold on for now if you have the DACA. After filing mandamus, USCI's local office issued me RFE for medical. I have approved that. So what's your question? Do you have a representative in Houston? I do not, but you don't have to be in the same state as I am for me to represent you in an immigration case. Thank you, Ms. Mackey. My 3 kids didn't give me stretch marks. Stephen Boyd, because I was about to I'm glad I looked at the name of the person before I said what I was about to say, because I thought it was a woman that was trying to be funny, like that. But Stephen Boyd is he's a man. Lots of Czech men don't have kids, but he's not my partner because he's got his own firm separately, but we partner up when it comes, because I do criminal defense in Alabama. So we work together when it comes to criminal cases. So obviously he's never had a child. The last I checked, Steve, you didn't have, we're in public platform. But but even not having your 3 kids, not giving stretch marks, since I know you, it would probably be better for you to have stretch marks than but anyway, let's move on. What state are you in Alabama? Y'all should see. And if you heard 2 of us, you're like, what? Um, Thank you, Miss Naki. But yes, we're located in Alabama, but we represent immigration clients in every state. It doesn't matter what state you live in, every state. That is beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate that. As my kid would say, appreciate it. Let's see. Yes. Big up Leah, we're the best. We are. Truth be told, we are. Leo's Rock. I'm telling you, we're one of the nicest group of people you ever met. But please don't make us mad. Y'all don't want to see me mad. People are like, I just like she's always smiling. Haha. It's good. That is good. Because the other side is not good at all. It scares it with me. Like, shh. Ask my mama. How long does it take to bring your parents from West Africa to US? I'm a US citizen. It's taking about a year for the I-130 itself. And then the embassy stage, it's the filing of your application and all that is not what's taking time. What is going to be the delay is to get them getting an interview date, and it would depend on the country they're from. Leo's a great people. My wife and I share the same birth date. Oh, really? August 19th, which is 2 days. Oh, it's like it's not gonna be a thing. Hello, Akale. August baby is rock. I'm telling you, we're very, very headstrong too. But that's okay. Okay, let's see. I'm trying not to miss anyone's question. If I miss your question, and thank you so much. Let me just say thank you for. I've not seen any question repeated. I really sincerely do appreciate that. See how very, very easy it's flowing. What is an alternative document you can use if your divorce decree was destroyed in Haiti? You're gonna have to go to your reciprocity schedule on the DOS website and see what the option is, or contact someone who can help you find out how a replacement document, how to get a replacement document in your country. I can't tell you country specific, but if you go on the DOS reciprocity schedule for your country, you'll see if there's a listed alternative there or how to go about that. Okay. I really do appreciate everyone for not repeating the questions. That makes it a lot. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Interview cancelled and a new date has been mailed out for interview. Do I need to speak with you on this update? No, I don't think so. You just have to go, and because you have a lawyer, Mr. Mario, so just go with your lawyer. There's really nothing I'm going to do about that unless it's something you want to discuss, which obviously you would have to set up a consultation for that. Biometrics done, prima facie on hands. 1 year already, just applying for I-360. No green card. What's next? Waiting until it's been approved. Okay. All right, let's go to Instagram. You good, baby? See, you good? Okay. Blue Trillions, good evening. How are you? Hello, Mama. My mom is on. It's going down tomorrow. People, down where? Where is it going? What's up? What's happening tomorrow? I'm supposed to have a date with a friend. Don't even know if I'm going to show up. Let's see. Well, anyway, we'll see. Let's see how I feel. Let's see how I feel. Okay. Amen. 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 Thank you, Miss Peggy. Thank you, Ms. Abia. We are live. Yes, we are. Welcome to the most positive immigration space on social media platforms, safest space to celebrate wins and ask questions about new policies on immigration. Thank you for all the birthday wishes for my baby boy. Yes, to my baby. People still not too late. Not lick finger. Listen, I make things easy for people. I don't do flowers. Don't ever get me flowers. Like your flowers will be delivered and it will go straight to trash. It's a bloody waste of money. And it does. I don't know when people smell flowers. Oh, it smells so good. No, it does not. It does not. It's leaf. It could see away could smell so good. Bring it. Prove me wrong. Please don't. No. Please. Things we do for love. I'm sure was one of the of your best. Tell me about it. Happy birthday and thank you, Finance Sandy. You don't look it. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Okay. It has been a bliss just going through this without any questions being repeated. I really appreciate that. Well, okay. I think I spoke too soon on Instagram. I spoke too soon. I felt this warning from my sin. You see some people. Okay, let's see. I'm on YouTube and Instagram, so I will stay forever. Thank you. Miss Peggy, anything. Miss Peggy, I think you're disqualified though, to be honest with you. Okay. Yes, please. You can rewatch it sometime. Invite your uncles and friends and cousins. Okay, let's see. Auntie, friends, if you have questions. That's a good way, Finance Shandy. Absolutely good way to put it. PIP, the parole in place is not NOT, it's not for inspected immigrants. What does inspected immigrants or who are inspected immigrants? You came in with a visa stamp. B1, B2 is in your passport. F1 is in your passport. M1 is in your passport. Visa stamp. You came in through the border. You presented yourself. If you're from Canada, and it's not you were paroled and inspected, admitted. So those are people who are categorized as inspected immigrants. So if you're inspected, then this is not for you. You don't qualify. No matter how long you've been in the country, no matter if you're married to a citizen and you can pass a criminal background check, you don't. That's a great way to put it. At least you know yourself. If you came in with a passport and someone said, "Welcome to the United States," disqualified. Truthfully, that's another way to look at it. Yeah, no paper application for parole in place has to be done online. If you enter the US with a visa stamp and expect to stay on your lane. Okay. Let's see. 77 days to election. Please register to vote if eligible. Hear that loud and clear. 77 days to election. If y'all want us to keep doing this, well, we're all hopeful and there are no visa bans to deal with. There are no countries being called SO countries. There are no programs being stopped. People are not afraid to file for asylum. Then you've got to vote as a citizen. You cannot afford to stay home and expect some miracle because God uses people when it's time to do. So you can't tell your Lord, no, God is going to share through you. So please let's vote. My 19-year-old and I, we are going to vote. First time he's voting, he's going. We're going together. He doesn't have to understand all the policy, but his vote is going to count. Even our emails, I remember my first one. I said the explanation is detailed. You hear me? I don't like to get to insist. I love people to understand. And I always tell my clients, if you've got any questions, and that's why I do emails. because you're going to forget what we talk about. And for me as a lawyer, I like to have things in black and white, because God knows I can't tell you how many times I've been able to defend, quote unquote, myself with things in black and white. So don't, there's some things I will not discuss with you over the phone. It's going to be an email. I don't care how long it takes you to write it, because I'm going to make you. So I don't like miscommunication. Miscommunication happens in verbal communication. You cannot argue with something that is in black and white. So that's it. I sent my question in the question icon. I don't click icon. You have to put it in the comment section. Let's see. Okay, almost right now. Can they waive a marriage interview if you're switching from asylum case? You don't switch from asylum case to marriage. The one has nothing to do with the other. You have an asylum case, and you're filing a marriage case. So your interview for a marriage case is not the same thing as your interview that you would have in an asylum case. That one has nothing to do with another. So waiving a marriage interview depends on if you have sufficient bona fide evidence you've sent in. Has nothing to do with your asylum case. I was just saying this. Seeing this guy was supposed to get back with me for weeks. You want to see my other side? I'm telling you, it's not good. How long does it take to get work permit through VAL, please? And if VAL is denied, will the work permit be revoked? As long as you file a C9 category work permit and you have a pending 485, USCIS.gov is the best place to go. I can tell you now, firm, it ranges anywhere from 2 months. We got one recently, 2 months after we filed the VAR case, to about 11 months. That's the range we're seeing. Just make sure you had the right category that you're indicated. Happy birthday to your son. Thank you. Hello, I am Salami. Happy birthday to your son. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. It should go on you. God bless you all. Don't see it. One thing about your turn, someone's receiving, you better have to. Can someone file for I-130 and still file for? Can someone file for I-130 and still file for F1 for the? You mean a K1 for? So you have a family member that you want to file an I-134, and then you also want to file for fiance. If that's what you're asking, yes. One has nothing to do with the other. They're independent, mutually exclusive petitions. Like, hello. With all the fruit flies it comes. Exactly. I'm telling you, is it okay to change status from awaiting asylum interview to EB2? Is it also okay to apply for parole for family while awaiting asylum interview for over 7 years? If you have a pending asylum case, you must have specific reasons to apply for parole with a pending asylum. You don't just like when you have a marriage case. That's number one. Number two, you're not changing status from pending asylum to EB2. There's not such thing as changing status. You're applying for EB2, and if your petition is approved, whether or not you're able to adjust your status depends on if you have a valid status. Asylum pending is not a valid status. It's an authorized stay. So that's something you have to sit down with a lawyer to make sure you even qualify to adjust status, or you may have to consular process through a third-party country. It really smells good. I am so loving. Well, isn't that mint? It's kind of like minty. Whatever. I remember my mom used to grow it, living in 1004. You know, if you lived on the first floor, you had this little garden, whatever. She used to grow it and put it in. I think not the muffins, I think porridge or something. I hated it. I don't think I've ever told her that. I'm sure she knew. Now, yeah, Banky, I hated it. Like, hate. It was just always like, no. I think those are things that made me even hate. I don't killing from lewe from why? But why? I'm not even taking care of real humans. I'll not be baby plants. Please don't. Don't do it. Is it unusual for someone to have completed their green card interview a year ago and still not receive a response from USCIS? I know this is, it's not unusual. It shouldn't be, but it's not unusual. Faith without works is that exactly. Gotta vote. Hello, Anthony Sennett. How are you? Thank you. No blessing for you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you all. Please trademark the name Sister Lawyer. Thank you. God reward you. Thank you, Miss Sophia. Can a previous pending I-130 marriage case affect a wild case? Is there anything that's needed to be done? Can it? Sure. Is anything needs to be done? Sit down with the lawyer. Make sure you have an attorney in your case. There's no case yet. The person hasn't even gotten an interview yet. Duchess Nikki 31. Have they filed for asylum? As the person filed, which I assume is not you, but as the person filed for asylum, I assume they filed for asylum. Okay, that's a case. That's a pending case. The fact that they haven't had an interview does not mean they don't have a pending case. You've already filed something over 7 years. You just even confirmed my point. You have a receipt number. You have work authorization. That's a pending case. And if you've been pending for over 7 years, then I can guarantee you that you can get an EB2 a petition approved, but then that person is going to have to file the immigrant visa outside the country. So that's how that works. Anyway, okay. Some people got approved already. All right, that's good. I haven't seen anyone that got approved. The one we found is not approved yet, so I don't know. But that would be great. I mean, I won't be surprised if it goes really pretty fast, because I think they've been, preparing for this. It's just really a great program. The only thing is, I wish that I wish that it included much more people than just very, very specific group of people. And that would have been, yeah. But anyway, okay. All right. I think we got through most questions. So oh, God bless you for many more years to come. And you as well, birthday mates, and for all, and I forgot, I'm sorry, forgive me. Though he has a birthday tomorrow as well, turning 72. Blessings upon blessings, overflowing grace, permanent favor from God to each and every one. Thank you. God bless you, good. But before you go, y'all, so what are we doing for the birthday week? This is what I've decided to do. Here's what I've decided to do. So rather than have where we reduce the consultation fee and we have a promotion and all that, here's what I'm doing this year in celebration of my birthday. So turning 46 in less than 3 hours, I decided 4 and 6. The bigger of the number is 6. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 6 free 30 minutes consultations. Drum roll, please. 6 free 30 minutes consultations. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30 minutes, just like everyone who has paid. That's going to be, yes, ma'am. I'm going to do 6. So I said 4 and 6. 6 is because I was going to do 4. I was like, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it my all. So 6, and it's going to be free. And it's going to be for a specific day. I love my weekends. When I tell you, I don't play my weekends. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to set aside a Saturday where I'm going to do 6 free consultations on a Saturday that a lot of people are available. And it's not, so we're going to put the link out. My guy already has it. I just it hasn't gone live because I wanted to. But here are the, you already know, to every rule there's an exception. If you already have had a consultation with me before, you do not qualify. So let's, just like parole in place, let's go through these rules. If you've had a consultation with me before, you do not qualify. If you are an existing client, there is no reason for you to even schedule a consultation, because if you're an existing client, then you can talk to me or email me. So that means you don't qualify. Let's calculate. You don't qualify. If you've got a pending consultation coming up after the date, and you decide to cancel the one you scheduled because you now want to get a refund, you will not get. We will cancel that one. I can guarantee you that. What else? So if you so it's like, yeah, it's in a secretary, and we said I've been seat your have 200 seats. Yeah. So this is specific for, because quite often I come here and people, just like the person in TikTok says, I need your help. That's someone who probably hasn't spoken with me, and some people just don't. Bills. People have bills and all that. What are people that share August? Listen, if you met with me before, you do not qualify. If you have one that is coming up, that you've already paid for, you want to cancel, we will cancel the free one if you do. That's so that, listen, I don't play. So just go see the big ball. I'm going to ready. You don't qualify, but it's a way of saying, I'm grateful. I thank God for His grace. I thank God for the journey so far, and I thank Him for the journey to come, and being able to just do something that is going to benefit someone, and have that one-on-one that is going to hopefully make a difference in their immigration journey. So we're going to have 6. I'm not even, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, my sister was like, you sure want to do this? Because I can't even get you to respond to my text on Saturday. I know. Hey, mama. So I said, okay, I'll do it. So it's going to be on August 24th, this Saturday. We're going to have 6 spots open. It will go live either today or tomorrow morning. You would have to go on our website to get the link. So the link will be on the website, but we'll give the instructions. 6 people will be able to get free consultations on a Saturday to make it a lot easier and more, just easier for you. But please be moderated. But we already have, we have client logs of all clients that I've ever. When I saw the one for last year, I was like, I spoke to that many people. Are you serious? I have I can just literally pull up a file and I'll see if you've consulted with me before. So if you have, it will show up and we will cancel you out. So please don't, if you already know that, help us help the other people so that those who actually need it will be able to do that. I want to talk to you. So if you've not had a consultation with me before, we've not talked about anything about your case before, then you'll be able to do that. If you've done that and it comes up that you have, we will cancel you out. So please just help us follow the rules. Let someone who really needs that be able to get that. And also you'll be able to send me, if you've got like USCIS notices and NOID, RFE, whatever case maybe you want me to review, you'll be able to attach it to the intake. I'll review it before Saturday. If I'm a bit grumpy, you bear with me because, that's generally my day. I don't work. But that's what I've decided to do this year for my birthday. And I pray that it blesses somebody. I pray that it helps to steer them on the right path in their immigration journey. And to my birthday made, my special epic movements, and to other people celebrating their birthdays either yesterday, today, whatever the case may be, especially Leo babies. I pray for more grace, abundance of lessons, many decades in good and great health, and in victories and success and excellence in all that our hands find to do. And each and every one of us, that things will continue, that we would never have better yesterdays than tomorrows. It would always be better as we keep moving. So thank you everyone for always joining. Thank you for the birthday wishes, and I will see. Happy birthday, Epic Movements. I'll see you guys on Thursday. We should have. I have to review the link. If I can get it tonight, we'll do it. If not, it will be live on the website, but we'll put on Kyla, who does our post, will have the post up on social media pages to, so you know it's on. You've got to go on our websites to be able to get in. Please do not schedule if you've met with me before. Please, pleading so we don't have to waste time and let people who really do need it be able to benefit. But it will be on the website, and we'll put the post up so everybody knows where to go and when it's live. And it's going to be just 6 spots. That's 3 hours on a Saturday. Yeah, that's all I can do for now. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night, everybody.